This is Kardec Radio for Teens. Important life-changing events as seen through the Spiritist perspective. Now it's time for real-life dilemmas experienced by teens themselves. The Diaries of Belinda and Alex with Carol Correa.
Hello, dear friends. It is a great pleasure to be with you once again, exploring new dilemmas, life-changing turning points from the perspective of our dear Belinda. For the last 3 episodes, Belinda has shared with us incredible life-changing experiences that she has had in her internship as a medical doctor. Today, however, it seems from her perspective that the internship is getting even more intense for her, both intellectually and especially emotionally and spiritually. Luckily for her, life is bringing her many opportunities not only to nourish her mind, but also, and most beautifully, to nourish her soul. Isn't it wonderful, dear friend, to know that God has designed a beautiful, unique reincarnatory plan for each of us that brings us face to face with situations that may allow us to uncover our potential as well as to see the potential of others? This is exactly, my dear friends, what Belinda is blessed with this week. She shares with her dear diary one more encounter that changes the way she looks at life. Are you guys ready to explore life through her eyes? Here we go. Dear diary, my goodness, the more I study, the more I realize that I don't know much. I mean, seriously, you look at a patient, you look at their charts, you think you know everything about them, you think that you know what's best, you think you're in a position of authority, but seriously, the only and most beautiful power there is the divine power above, the higher power that connects us all to the supreme source of life. Because wow, talk about surprises. You wouldn't believe what happened, dear diary. I was doing my internship at the department of the hospital responsible for blood work. And this one patient comes in and he looks a little bit sad, a little bit down, a little bit cast. And I asked him, out of interest really, how we could help him. And he said he was wondering whether or not he would actually embrace his treatment. And I asked what his debate was, and he said, he knew he was HIV positive, but he hadn't come to terms with it yet. My goodness, can you believe, dear diary, the power of emotional pain, how much this person was going through, the discrimination that he was suffering from society and from within his own heart was preventing him from accepting himself as he beautifully was. So then I started talking to him over tea, dear diary. I took so much compassion for him that I decided to invite him out for tea at the hospital itself. And I found out that he used to be married and he was very much in love with his wife, but then his wife decided to leave him, and then they got back together, and in getting back together, he contracted the HIV virus, and he could not come to terms with it, and neither could his family. But then I told him, dear friend, you are an immortal spirit. You are much more than the body you see. And the body you see deserves love and care because It allows you to grow spiritually and to inspire others. Right now, you are inspiring me to value life even more than I ever did. So you are an inspiration. You bring positive, beautiful, loving gifts to the world around you. It is not okay to give up on yourself because of how beautiful I see you as. I see you as intelligent, capable, loving, giving, hopeful, even joyful. I see a little flame of joy immersing from your eyes. You are a beautiful brother of mine. I feel connected to you. So don't give up, beautiful brother. You deserve the very best. You are very much loved, and you deserve to embrace yourself as you are. And dear diary, you wouldn't believe what happened. I started seeing tears of joy immersing from his eyes. And the patient said, no one ever talked to me this way. I never saw myself as worthwhile. Thank you. I will consider what you're saying, and maybe I'll come back next week to start my treatment. Thank you for speaking to my heart. I appreciate it. Can you believe, dear diary, that I, Belinda, have the ability to speak to people's hearts? Wow, I didn't expect that. What a surprise. Even I surprised myself. Life is filled of surprises, right? Can't wait to tell you what surprise is coming up next. Bye, dear diary. Talk to you later. So, dear friends, what a beautiful transformation and what beautiful insights of compassion, fraternity, and love Belinda shared with us. Truly, love has no boundaries, and God may be sending us a message of love when we least expect it, and in the form of a person, a friend, a patient, a co-worker, a classmate, a peer that we don't even look at most of the time, that we may not even focus our attention on. But when we least expect it, that person unfolds with words that speak to our hearts, with a presence that emanates light to our soul, with thoughts that awaken possibilities in us that we didn't even think of. How beautiful is that? It is in that way, my dear friends, that I believe life offers us beautiful miracles. And most of the time, these beautiful miracles go unnoticed because we are too busy most of the time going from one task to another without stopping to notice the beautiful loving gifts that people have to offer. And did you notice, dear friends, that our patient that Belinda focused on with so much love and compassion was really discriminating even against himself? And did you notice, dear friends, that a beautiful single conversation, when enveloped with love, could change his perspective? How beautiful is that? How many of us, dear friends, are right now at this very moment experiencing self-imposed isolation, or self-imposed afflictions, or self-imposed segregation, thinking that we are less than, thinking that we are not capable of, thinking that we don't deserve to follow up with our own dreams, that we don't deserve to listen to the voice of our very own hearts. Let us, dear friends, speak to ourselves kindly, gently, and lovingly, just as our dear Belinda has done with her newly found friend. Let us allow love to flow through our hearts, emanate from our minds, through every cell of our spiritual and physical bodies, reminding us that we are children of God, that we're born with a beautiful potential to love and to be loved. And let us pray, dear friends, so that our beautiful best friends, our guardian angels, our spirit mentors, may inspire us, especially when we are segregating ourselves from our very own divine potential, to remind us that we are worth loving, that we are worth embracing, that we are worth living for. Believe in yourself, dear listener, because you are a divine seed of hope, love, and joy always. Let us hope then that this message truly remains in the dwellings of your heart, and let us hope that a shower of blessings strengthens you so that you are able to continue to fulfill your dreams, to continue to fulfill your divine journey in every moment of every day. So be it. And until next time, we wish you many, many beautiful, loving blessings.
This has been Cardiac Radio for Teens. Thank you all for listening.